Namaste. I see the divine in you as you see the divine in me. Namaste. And isn't it a beautiful time to learn to walk together in the love as I see the divine in you and you see the divine in me? We are learning to walk a higher path of collective love consciousness. My name is Suzanna Maria Emmanuel, and I'm the channel for Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great and also for the Great Ka'airon, who are here to guide us to a greater time of love, to help us to be guided to the higher realms of love, not only on the earth but also in the higher love dimensions. And this is the very first time when we've been able to learn about how to retrieve and then receive our divine codes back so that we can be part of the higher dimensions of love before again. Never before has it been given to us this information. So welcome to the time of higher learning and higher knowledge opening. Before I close my eyes, I'm going to read to you the forgiveness statement. Now, at the divine activations, we all receive the forgiveness codes, but we can learn to become so much more beautiful as forgivers, not only for ourselves, but also for our families and also for all of mankind and the earth that needs it so much. Ka'airon, I bring you now into my spaces of love and healing. I ask for your presence and for your love to be with me at this time. I forgive all that has caused my pain to happen. I release it now. I allow the angels to take it away for me. I bring in the love and the peace, and I desire to understand more joy and self-love. I surround myself with the highest loving divine beings who are here to take care of me. I let go of all fear within me. I release it. I trust that all things are perfect as they are. I'm ready to love myself and all of life more. Thank you, Ka'airon. Thank you, great divine love. And thank you very much for watching. I'm just going to have a little drink of water before I start. So just a moment, please. Namaste. Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Happy is the one who's been waiting for these teachings to arrive upon your planet. For they bring hope to the people who desire hope to happen for them, and they bring everlasting knowledge to help them to rise into greater love. Happy are those who've been praying for my great return. Oh, great Father Emmanuel, when will you return to the earth with your word? And I always stated through my designated channel, Jesus, who was my word 2,000 years ago. When the people are ready to listen and come back into their love, and when the nations rise against each other, then I will return. And so it is, 2,000 years later, that I, the great Father Emmanuel, have returned with my beloved word. Not many people are taking notice of my arrival. I, as the great Father Emmanuel, will say, happy are those who have been awaiting this time and those who see these times as important. For they have been awake all through these times, eagerly asking, Great Father, please return. The great night has ended upon your planet, and the great sun is beginning to rise, meaning greater wisdom can come to those who desire the ways of the love, and meaning that all things are becoming brighter and all things are becoming seen upon your planet. It is so that the nations are rising against each other, desiring so much rulership to happen for themselves and for each other, and the people do not know the way out. Your world does not know the way out anymore. For that time of understanding if humans have the answers or not is finished. Well, through the spiritual night they've been able to gather their information and guide themselves. But upon my arrival, it is so that it is, that the great divine will bring the light to your planet so that all things can become revealed. And I, as the great Father Emmanuel, always stated through Jesus that I would return to examine all things and to see who desires the ways of the higher path. 2,000 years ago, when the people listened to Jesus channel these very words, they were confused. What do you mean, Jesus, a spiritual night? What do you mean, Jesus, the great sun returns upon the plain? And Jesus stated these very words with my being, Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. Know that there was a time when the great sun was with the people, and all things were in the love and the purity. All things were seen, and the people desired the love within their hearts. And the people desired the love within their hearts. Great abundance was on the planet. For all things that work in the love become of greater love. All things that desire to work in the greater love with the great Father are blessed. But then when the people chose to go against divine will, all began to fall. And so how will the people understand the way upwards if the people do not have the understanding of what the great Father desires the people to be? But the day will come when that great sun will return. And when you do see it returning, then know that all things will become revealed. For in that day, the great Father Emmanuel will examine all the hearts. And those who have been standing in their love with the great Father, he will call. And he will say, Blessed are you for staying awake. Blessed are you for praying for the great Father to return. Blessed are you, for you desired the great kingdom. Blessed are you for desiring the greater blessings of the great Father. But the others who have been preaching and saying they've been doing the will of the great Father, the great Father will say, "But you have not. Look at what you've done. All in the name of the great Father. Look how much you've pained the people and the world and the animals and all things within the earth. How can you say that you've done the will of the great divine Father? And in those days when the great Son returns and all things will become revealed, and all those ones who desire the higher path of love will cry out with great joy in their hearts, 'Finally, the great Son is returned to show us the way upwards. Finally, the great Father is here with us to give us the blessings and the way back up. Happy I am for having stayed awake on this fine day.'" And the people 2,000 years ago began to realize that the great day of the great deliverance was not in their day 2,000 years ago, but a time would pass. So they asked Jesus, "Jesus, please tell us with the great Father Emmanuel, when will it be?" Jesus said, "No one knows. Only the great Father knows the times and the seasons, and in all things are perfect. No man or woman can know what the great Father desires or thinks. No man or woman can say to the great Father Emmanuel, 'Please act now. Please come now,' because it is never up to the will of the people that the great Father listens to. It is up to his own will. And he knows all times. And he knows when the gate will open. So, for us as people, it is important to be patient. Patient with all things. And during the time of his absence, it is for us to learn to have that patience. And for us to learn as much as we can to stay in love within our hearts. And at times it will be very difficult, for the great tests will come, especially during his great absence. But those great tests, friends, will make us stronger. They will make us strong warriors of light. And that is what the great Father will examine upon his return. Who has become stronger within their hearts and within their light? Who is ready to take upon them the greater responsibility of being the leaders among the new kingdom that is coming? For he will need people with strength and people with dedication. That's what he's looking for. So during his absence, in each lifetime that you come, work in the strength and work in your own dedication, not to the great Father, but to your own spiritual journey. Stand in your strength always. Stand in your heart and learn to understand the passion that is within your heart. Learn to understand why you came to this planet. Was it to serve the will of people? Or was it to find the great heart within you? And upon his return, if he sees the great heart within you, and he will bless you, and you will know who the great Father is, you will have no hesitation to come. And then he will say, "Blessed are those with a great heart. Blessed are those who stood strong in all their lifetime." For now, I, as the great Father, can give you the blessings. Now you will learn to understand the greater ways of love, for you're ready to advance forward spiritually. Therefore, during the spiritual night that is coming, do not say, "Oh, great Father, when will you come?" Say, "Great Father, when you come, I am ready to stand in my heart. I am ready to be taken into greater spiritual truth and strength. Teach me, great Father, how to be that. Teach me how to bring so much love to this planet. Teach me how to become one of those gatherers, so that when you are there, my voice may be part of the great gatherers. When the great gathering is there, and say, 'Hurry up, people. Know that the great Father has returned to reveal all. And the time to come to the great mountain is here now. It is time to learn to become of greater love. It is time to see how to bring greater love to the planet. The Word has returned." And 2,000 years ago, at that moment, there was silence. Jesus also stood in silence. He knew that the great Father had spoken through him, and the people recognized the voice always. For they recognized the man Jesus, and they recognized the channel Jesus. And his friends always respected Jesus for being that channel. And I, as the great Father, Emmanuel, have only created one designated channel. And today, she is Suzanna Maria Emmanuel. Does she find it easy to be the Word, remembering all things that have been in all her lifetimes? I, as the great Father Emmanuel, will say no. She does not find it easy, and yet she stays with divine will. For what is it that I desire her to do but to continue bringing through the messages to help the people to understand that the prophecies of 2,000 years ago are becoming fulfilled. Happy are those who see these times, for they will know the time of deliverance is near. Happy are those who stay strong within their heart and who understand the beauty of the Word and the relationship with divine. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great.
Greetings.